Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 No Step Back playing as the Soviets. We are starting to see some weaknesses and cracks in the German front line and we are now trying to exploit those. I have set up some nice little spearhead maneuvers this way with two armies going the opposite direction, specifically trying to follow the railroad tracks the best that I can, with the goal of encircling a bunch of German units, and then if we can start pushing over to Krakow and stuff, that would be amazing. Or however you say that. Krakow, I don't know, I don't speak Polish. We're also setting up a handful of planes over here. I've moved my fighter wings and some close air support, specifically here. And with the close air support, I'm not only going to try to go for just killing as many of their units as possible, we're also going for logistics strike, which is a new thing, specifically trying to target their trains and trucks and see if we can just bomb the crud out of all their supply. Then these guys will really be suffering. That is, of course, if I actually have, you know, any air superiority dominance at all, which I probably don't, but I mean, whatever. I just want to see what happens when this logistics hub is figured out. I know we've been building this for a long time, but I just want to see, like, does it make an immediate difference? Does it really make a huge immediate difference? We should probably go ahead and say that motorized priorities should always be on motorized, by the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that on everything here. I know we don't have a field marshal, but we're not actually fighting anyone to the east, so I don't really care too much. All right, so now we should have supply, yes? We do have supply, not a huge amount of supply, but we have supply. So I should be able to attack here and fight with some serious firepower all of a sudden. And by serious firepower, I mean very little of anything, but I mean, whatever, who cares? Take the port! Hey, engineering companies, even more entrenchment. Yes! All right, recon companies. You know, with tactics being what they are, I mean, maybe there are some superior tactics that really do that job now. Pin you down, prevent you from going anywhere while my units get in position. There's the Middle East diplomacy. Guess what we're going to work on next? It is Lessons of War, which will get me that extra organization and experience gain for everything, not to mention open up some new military offensives for me. All right, so you guys are getting in position to defend this. We're going to take over Tromsø over here. I'm going to send one more unit to just pin these guys down and prevent them from going anywhere, and then boom. All right, there we go. So now I hold this. I get extra supply. Ha-ha! For all the good that's going to do me, I don't know. So do we want to do this attack? Do we feel like this is stupid or worth it? I mean, I've got some railguns to defend as well. I mean, that's not even that bad. Screw it, I think it's time to go ahead and try doing some spearheads. Let's see how well this is going to work. So we have a bombardment going from this gun is hitting 3 units at once. I know that they can hit things in their range. I just didn't realize they could literally apply in 3 places at once. That's great. So we're reducing their defense, I think, by a lot. Let's see. I have enemy air superiority. I have superiority? I do have air superiority? Heck yes. And this reduces their defense by 10%. Dude, wait a minute. Railway guns reducing defense by 10% is great. So with this much soft attack, the first like 160 are being blocked, but that's 40 that is doing 4 times damage, which means all of a sudden we're getting ourselves another 160 damage on top of this. We can burn the crud out of this stuff, and my breakthrough's solid, so they can't hurt me. Ooh! This is good. This is very good sign. Yes, I like what MC. Okay, the motorized are doing their job. The motorized are really doing their job. Look at them go. Look at them go. Holy frick. Can I get into encirclement? Hey, look, more railway guns doing their thing over here. Boom, boom, boom. Do they stack? I don't think they do. No, they do not stack. So there's no point in having multiple railway guns in the same spot. Which tells me I should go ahead and move you elsewhere. We'll leave you for now. They'll reorganize. I just have them following this. It's fine. By the way, air wings, all of you guys, just follow this. Follow the motorized. Ground support the crud out of them. Get that logistics going. We'll be fine. So here we go again with motorized really pushing aggressively. You go ahead and just go this way, I guess. Why not? Okay, take their railroads. Take the railroads. Don't let them hold any supply. We control Warsaw. That's a major supply point. Okay. Can you guys successfully push this way? Can you guys push down this tank? Don't let him go anywhere. Prevent these guys from going anywhere too, for the record. You guys get up over here. All of a sudden, my pushes are looking reasonable. Philippines are gone, bye. I am seeing that the strength of the German units appears to be weak. Not outstanding for them, of course. Yeah, they're fighting at 72 strength. They're losing equipment somewhere. This means that this war of attrition is actually working really well for me, which is historically how things went, too, by the way. All right, we just encircled all this. So you're cut off from your railroads. Now, railroads have to come from the capital. So I think that encircling the capital in order to cut off all railroads is still a very viable tactic. By the way, the railroads look different depending on how upgraded they are. That's kind of cool. However, it is worth noting in this expansion, you can move your supply capital. It takes time. It's really dangerous to do so, but you can. So encircling the capital isn't basically a guaranteed, like, death the way that it used to be, which is good, I guess. We're going to go ahead and start doing some pushes now, because I'd like to clear this all up and make my front line a little bit cleaner so I can send more folks up to the front. Also, it looks like we caught out a bunch of tanks, so we should just finish these guys out. Ireland joins the Irish! Well, with the Irish on our side, I mean, no one can possibly contest, right? They're doomed. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and bring some extra defenses over here. The bombardment guns are working super well in my favor. Burn this down. Gimli, please stop barking. I love you, but work, stop. Stop, don't do. All right, this is actually huge. That's not an absolute ton of Germans. Like, it's not like this is the best encirclement I've ever seen. I've had much better, but that was back in the meta era of, you know, the German, oh, sorry, not the German, the medium tanks. No longer is that so much of a thing. This worked. This worked. And we aren't even using my flame tanks yet. Where are my flame tanks? We've got 134. All right, so reinforcements top priority. Question, if I go to this and toss on flame tanks, we have a shortage of like 316. All right, fair enough. We're not gonna bother with that right now. Are we making any pushes over here, by the way? There technically are indeed making some pushes. Weird. Why don't you stay put? I want to hold on to this. Fighting this guy's more important. Okay, so we're getting some reinforcements, and we're now making pushes in Norway, because I can. I mean, it's funny. It's not like I care about Norway. I mean, I'm sorry, Norway, but I don't care. It's mostly just give me a backdoor through Denmark. Denmark is the real prize. Yeah, every Scandinavian just got thrilled with me for saying things like that, am I right? Well, except for the Danes. The Danes love it. What else we got as far as modifying the government? We could go for that tank designer. I guess I could do this, but is there anything better? Victory is at hand. Organization, speed, and attack value. What? That seems pretty good. That seems really good. Speed and attack value. Frick, dude. Transport, supply consumption, faster railway constructions, factory output, oil, Rutherland calls. Yeah, victory's at hand. Propaganda posters are a kind of fun mechanic in the game, actually. It's really powerful. Oh, we have a new spy. I guess I will take you. And let's go ahead and build up more spy network over here in case we want to do more stuff against the Germans. I'm just going for that collaboration government, though, so that I can, like, literally just have huge free compliance. It's pretty strong. And then, yeah, all you guys basically just push. All you guys push. Kill! Kill the Germans! This is a lot of deaths. This is huge. So many deaths. Why'd you guys stop attacking? I never understood why they just sometimes abandon the assault when they're obviously winning. It never has made sense, but there we go. And I control all these railroads. So thank you, Germans, for building this area out with infrastructure. Much appreciated. Suckers! All right, so that's a load of units that are now moving to the front, and we just got lessons of war. All right, so political advisors. Doinkus, do it. So let's see. You have pulled units off over here. That's a good sign. Tell you what, we're gonna go for some more encirclements. I could go for more pushes against the Germans, but no. This was pretty solid. I like the defensive position we're in right now. We are gonna send all of you down to a new front line. Do we assist the orange, or do we go over this way? I think we assist orange. And basically, all of you sit tight here at the bridge. The goal is spearheading down this way, basically. Following the railroad as much as possible. Can drag this out a little bit. No, this is actually kind of following the railroad for the most part. I can't quite move you the way I wanna. Yeah, I mostly just want, yeah, whatever. We'll micromanage that a little bit in a minute, but there we go. All right, upgrades for artillery. Now, that's dangerous only in the sense, I kind of want to try and see these guys what they can do, but oh, screw it, let's try it. It's a little bit dangerous, I think, for me to start producing better artillery. What's our logistics looking like? We are actually out of light tanks. That's dangerous. We've used a lot of them up all of a sudden. So we're gonna want to start building out new ones of those, but artillery, We've got a huge stockpile. Never mind. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and start swapping these out for the objectively better ones. How did I lose so many tanks all of a sudden? I don't know, but we did. I got a feeling we could get up over here and encircle a couple more units if I tried. Without too many issues. Bunch of units all happen to reset on this front line, so let's give them a minute to kind of reorganize themselves. Orange and blue, huh? You guys should be able to win a lot of this. We finished our spearhead maneuver, so that's all great. We're still slowly but surely pushing through Norway, which I find hilarious. These guys are going to get stuck now. They're properly encircled. We could go ahead and have, like, one of them just sit back and punch these guys, and I think we'd win. Let's send a couple of them to work on this. Bulgaria capitulates. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, the Allies are making some good pushes. Okay. Yeah, so Yugoslavia and Greece. Okay. Yes, we are seeing that the Allies are making some good pushes over here. And look how few Germans are on the front line. No wonder they're pulling back. They're scared frickless. They are super duper scared. They got nothing. All right, go, go. Let's see what you guys can do. Iceland joins the Axis. What? I think that Britain attacked them, and that's why a democratic nation just joined the Axis. Why? Why wouldst thou do such a thing? We should upgrade you to the latest template, by the way. I shouldn't have any more of these spades. So how are we doing over here? So my soft attack isn't enough to overcome defense directly, but if these guys are coordinating at all against this infantry, we'll see this infantry probably burn down the fastest. Yep, see, so they're focus firing this a little bit. My breakthrough's pretty terrible, but we're getting there. That's enough to overcome, and there we go. And I have some air support, because my planes are following. Because the Allies have shot down a load of German planes, probably. Or something, I don't know. Get over here, we'll take this, so that's good. Dude, the Germans are in trouble. All right, maybe we should just go ahead and start creating some just general, like, offensive lines. I'm thinking, yeah, probably. Let's just get ready for some grand pushes. It may be expensive, but it's time. Also, I wanted things like Bucharest. That was supposed to be mine. Now notice we can't cross the river very well. But what we're doing is distracting all these units while my motorized make some aggressive pushes. Now, my motorized are struggling a smidge to go where I want them to, but if we can get over here, we can cut these guys off. Yeah, my supply here is terrible. Where's their railway? We could go over here. Where's your supply? We just captured a supply hub. It's gonna take some while for this to shift back over to us, but then it will provide supply to these guys. Though maybe if I get up to Ayasi over here, we can get some local supply generation, and that might help a smidge. Just a little bit. Follow the railroads. Follow the railroads. And then see if you can get over here and just go for an encirclement technically on all these units, and then we can absolutely wreck. Now, we are losing a fair bit of organization as we move, but so far it's not that bad. Because I've stacked up a handful of modifiers to reduce the amount of organization we lose when we are moving. Follow the railroads, get over here to Constanta. The Germans don't have a lot of organization, but if they catch me out, I'm going to feel like I'm an absolute idiot. So let's be ready. We've made it push through. Hang on, get over here. We have motorized. Go. Go. A little bit more. Iceland has joined the war. Duly noted, don't care. And that should be an encirclement. Boom. Soviet Stronka! This is good. This is very good. All right, we got 250 political power. You know what we can do? Is start building out more research speed for me. Screw it. Let's do it. 4% extra research speed is a fair bit of extra research speed. That should be self-evident, but I'm thrilled with it. Why is this guy not dead? Go back and kill, please. Oh, also, we just got our advanced computing machine. Good. I'm going to go for upgrades to radar. I haven't been using that yet, but we will at some point want to do that. Could go for resources, don't care that much. We could go for better anti-air. So far, it doesn't matter since we are actually getting air superiority in the places I care about. I think we go for the extra... You know, heart attack and piercing would invalidate his tanks in a major way. So I think we'll try for some of that. I wish we would stop attacking you because we're just wasting organization. I need to kill this guy before he goes anywhere and get some supply somehow because he'll just get annoying. And then infantry equipment. So, as far as infantry equipment, we've got 44,000 in the bank. That's not a lot, but let's go ahead and start retooling, lose some efficiency, start producing some new stuff. These light tanks, I am apparently unable to make very aggressive pushes without losing lots of them. So that's the thing I'm concerned about. A little bit more aluminum. Sure. Grease? Why not? A little bit more rubber, so I'll be able to produce more planes. Sure, why not? So we definitely do not have much supply because a lot has not retooled yet, but the more we can push in over here, probably the better. We'll take advantage of some more of these railroads over here, for example. You get over here. You should be the correct template, and then we'll move you over here. Take the railroad. You guys go ahead and start pushing. You guys go ahead and start pushing. Let's just weaken this before they can go anywhere else while I try to solidify the front line. And yeah, actually, if we can get over here and starve these guys off at another railroad, that's not bad. So let's get moving. Go ahead and keep pushing this guy back. He's got no organization to speak of. All right, stop that push. Let's get over here now. Dude, we are solid. I think now is the time to literally just go for, like, Grand War. Orange, your goal is basically to finish off, like, Hungary and such. Everyone go. Go. I think we're going to get green mostly across the board. The river crossing is where we're... and the mountains are where we're going to have the most trouble still. We can get into Bucharest, take the capital of Romania. Okay, maybe not. I got a little bit more holding you off here. You should be a new template. Fix that. Fix that. Okay. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge and just take these guys down if we can around Constanta, which we should be able to. Say should. The Romanian tanks won't last for very long. Now we're focusing fire. There we go. There we go. All right, solid. New units. Hey, more motorized for the pile. Ah, what did I just select? Frickin' heck. I hate when this happens. I selected these, but somehow they magically selected all these units. Son of a... All right, hang on. You go, I don't know, here. We got a couple of you, which belong over here. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid when it does this. It's always been stupid, and it remains stupid to this day. I'm furious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring over here. There we go. Okay, we'll go ahead and swap out the template. And you go here. And you, and you go here. And then one motorized go here. There we go. Okay, now we're in a better spot. So your goal is now to get up over here and push. Because these guys are now in a rock between a rock and a hard place as far as the allies. Which means if we basically just push down this direction, these guys will all be considered encircled and we'll get loads of kills. Romania just died. All right. So that's huge. Let's go ahead and finish all this off. That's actually a fair number of Italian kills that we're going for here. Let's go for this to make sure they have nowhere they can retreat. These guys are going to be in utter disarray all of a sudden. Help push this guy down. Push this guy down. Come on, now we're going for kills. This is good. This is good. Help push this guy down. All right, the allies are finally being useful. It only took forever. All right. I think we just, yeah, forget everything. Just go for grand battle plan pushes here. Blue, you know what? I've changed my mind about your positioning. I can't even tell what your front line is anymore. I think it was this. Wait. Oh, no, these guys are still here. They're good. Keep pushing. You're doing fine. You guys need an offensive line, and you know what? I think we just go here. And all the motorized... And I wish there was a way to just literally select by unit type. Because that would be convenient. You're all assigned here. Your goal? Basically push up to Berlin. Go. We can take this railroad, we can push down over here, we can try to cut off some local supply, we can push back the Italians a bit further. I'm seeing some German tanks with a little bit of apprehension, but they're not fighting at full strength. What does it look like as far as fights? You have 52% strength. I'm guessing you're out of tanks. That's not a lot of defense. 2 of these units should easily be able to overwhelm because their combined soft attack overcomes their defense, which means we do lots of damage and these guys are going to start dying. Okay, let's not be too crazy with our pushes here, though. If we go for Bratislava, Slovakia will go away. If we can get for Budapest and stuff, that would help too. We do not want front lines against the Allies. These are useless. So let's just go ahead and reorganize. You guys remain over here. Orange remains here. You're all here. I don't know what this line is. Go away. Pink. I don't think we want here anymore. Let's go ahead and reorganize you. You're going to get over here. And then basically just push directly south. And we're going to cut off everyone around Hungary. This is going to be easy now. Oh, we actually have free military factories. What do you know? Well, we apparently need more tanks. So let's go ahead and start tossing some there. We're getting a lot of tanks now. All right, extra flamers. And then I think just everything we can into fighters. After that, we can worry about more close air support, but this will be good. Logistically speaking, the light tanks are where I'm dying. Yeah, I'm using up a lot of light tanks. Lots of light tanks as I do this. How many more? We only need 5 more of you. So go ahead and train 5 divisions just to fill this out. Boom, done. How are we doing in Norway? Well, we should be still pushing. I mean, we're doing fine. How are we doing over here? You know what? I'm going to be bold and set you to aggressive, because I think we can. In fact, you know what? I'm going to set all of you to aggressive, because I think we can. Go! Get him! No. Soviet aggression! Go! Follow the railroads. Deny them supply. Kick them the frickin' heck out. Take that tank on. You better believe we're going to swarm them. Swarm those tanks. A bunch of Russian men screaming with clubs and banging on a tank. That's basically what we're doing, because this is the frickin' mass mobility doctrine. By the way, we're still not done with military political advisors. Which will be great when done. Please focus fire this tank and get him out of here. I want him to have no tanks. There you go, there we go, there we go. I mean, it doesn't look like much. We're certainly not overcoming his defense, but who cares? What's he gonna do? Get over here, burn this down, you know? Maybe we can burn this down and actually prevent him from retreating with said tank. Depending on how fast we take this out. Boom, this tank's gonna die now. Ha, sucker! All right, we're definitely gonna be taking a lot of losses all of a sudden. What can we do with you now? Thorough planner. I think we'll go for reinforce rate on you, because we haven't really done that pretty much anywhere else. We are able to push up toward Prague. Frickin' do it. You get over here and push up this way. Hungary proclaims that they are now Greater Hungary, just in time for them to die. Hi there! Welcome to the party! You're about to die! What is that, a Markiplier quote? I think it might be. Alright. This war's over. We've got him. Bratislava, that's Slovakia out. Thank you. Bye. You had, like, no equipment to speak of. Not very surprising. You guys all just focus fire and finish this guy off. Get him out of here. The mountains and the rivers are still the primary issue. We need more railway guns. Do I have any more produced? Yes, I do, in fact, have more produced. Hang on. Go join up here. How are we doing in Norway? Making a push. Military political advisors. Guess what this means? First off, it means glory of the Red Army. Oh, I was about to say we should just get a whole bunch of land doctrine, but now I'm wondering if we should not. I guess we don't need to go for the land doctrine yet. All right, fine. But it does mean that at least as far as like air support and stuff, actually, you know what? We haven't been looking at the spirit of the Air Force. Let's take a look at that. Air advisors, no. 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 Research speed? Meh. Air experience gain? Eh. Accidents and doctrine costs. Doink. Next. Escort efficiency, fighter detection, air mission efficiency in general. All air missions. Solid. Bombing. No. You do that. Spend some of that XP. And then we're gonna go for the strategic bombing, then we're gonna go for the bomber defense, and then we're gonna go for the air superiority. Boom! My fighters are getting better. Guess what? We're almost at Berlin. Berlin is going to be mine now. Now, question, hang on. How are we doing as far as this? This is supposed to be done in October. So the extra collaboration would actually be kind of nice, is the thing. But if we just, like, push over here, for example, and say, let's just deny you all your railroads, everyone down to the south will basically lose all support. All of it. All support. Don't take Berlin. We're not looking to take Berlin. Not yet, anyway. Get over here. Help push against this. I don't even know what just researched. It was something important, probably. Oh, reconnaissance. More logistics? Maybe, but we're actually doing fine on supply, and honestly, in the rest of Europe, supply's not going to be an issue. It's if I have to, like, fight Japan is when we're going to have issues. You get some organization back, please. Trying to take that railroad around Dresden. Done. Nope, don't you dare. You freaking stay away from me. We've got encirclements, technically. Which means now we just go for kills. Okay. So, I want to keep this war going until October. The Germans will basically fall apart as soon as that is done. Because we can just take Berlin, we'll have the collaboration, so they'll concede fast. We've lost 1.6 million men, which admittedly is a lot, but they've lost significantly more. I haven't even called in my allies, because I don't need to. I just didn't see a point. Let's go to Karl's bad, because we all agree that Karl is, in fact, bad, right? Karl's bad at the game. Poor Karl. Air wings with no missions. Where? You guys? Alright. Join up there. Did I just forget entirely that I had some extra fighters? I think I did. What are you? Strategic bombers? Why aren't you joining? I don't know. For some reason, I can't actually send that anywhere. That's a little weird. Huh. Regardless, let's go ahead and just continue this push. Let the allies have their fun. These guys are all surrounded between me and the allies at this point, so we can just go for massive kills. And we can jump forward in time a little bit to when we're about to win this war. Okay, what's this? The Yalta Conference. With the war against the German Reich marching toward its inevitable conclusion, the United Kingdom has approached us. They are suggesting a division of the German Reich between East and West, which would recreate West Germany, East Germany, and Poland. Nah. I will dictate my own peace, thank you very much. I mean, yes, you've got a fair bit of war score, I'll give you that. But I got 42%. I should be able to take a lot of stuff. Also, what if I don't want to create East Germany? I got all this collaboration government and stuff for a reason, right? What if I want to take all of Germany? Create a puppet and then take a bunch of states for myself. Have you considered that option, Mr. UK? I don't think you have. Well, there goes Italy. Okay. Yugoslavia, am I right? All right, and apparently France is starting to get some land back, so I think the Germans have lost literally every unit, and now the West is able to just kind of run rampant on them. That's a little bit of a problem only in the sense that, like, I am really close to getting my collaboration government, but I'm not confident the Germans are going to last another month at this point. I mean, they're at 80% towards capitulation. As long as we don't take many more of their core states, if any at all, we'll be fine, but at the same time, I kind of don't like seeing that they're making some splits on me. I don't feel like losing any units. Do you feel like losing any units? I don't think you do. Right, well, let's just try to make sure that my units are nice and protected. We'll see what happens. Another operative? Really? A fifth one? That's exciting. How about, I don't know. Seducer could be good. Tough. Infiltrator. Yeah, but, I mean, Seducer's kind of just generally better version of that, isn't it? Well-groomed for diplomatic pressure missions? Guess we'll go for the Seducer. Time to start building some spies against the British. Because there's probably going to be some problems with them in the future, am I right? You know, we'll also spy on France for good measure, just in case. Okay, we got the glory of the Red Army. I would like to go for some conquer war goals against Iran and such, which may or may not work out for me depending on what the Allies decide to do and if they want to be a problem, which they might, but we'll see. Let's get up here to Trondheim. That'll take care of some railroads and stuff. I did manage to liberate all of Denmark, so that's looking good. Hi, how are you? I would love nothing better than to go ahead and just conquer Sweden and get this out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and start justifying a war goal against them. Just see what happens. And we can do some more propaganda. How about high yield again? I know it's expensive, but I mean, 5% consumer goods reduction is just huge. It lets me do so much more. It's great. Oh, and the German Reich capitulated whether I like it or not. Dang it, we were so close to getting that collaboration government, but oh well. Such is the way of things. All right, so the question now is... Thank you, Gimli. What is the peace deal going to look like? We probably should make them into a puppet. It's cheap, because we have the whole collaboration government thing, and at least that prevents the allies from doing that. Though I'll still probably keep a lot of this land for myself. Gosh, there's so much I want to take here. Let's also remember that taking puppets isn't bad, because I can use those puppets to get me more research speed. And create some buffer states. I mean, we like satellite states, am I right? So, let me think about this for a bit. Let me play with this. And we'll see what the final result looks like. Okay. It's gonna end up looking something kind of like this. The Allies obviously liberated a lot of folks, especially around the lowlands, Austria, and so on. It looks like they're splitting France kind of weirdly. So I don't know how that worked, but I've got Germany and Italy, both as puppets, not to mention I think I took Hungary as well, Denmark, and Norway, and a few states for myself. So this isn't bad. We have a single state that I've taken in the very middle of France, which is creating the worst border war ever. I hate it. But I mean, like, all right. So there's that. Hang on. So over here, can I, like, release you as something? Manage subjects. No. Collaboration. Occupied. France? France. Return territory. Ugh. All right, fine. Return it. I don't want it. It's just going to cost me, and it doesn't make any sense. So we'll just do that and get rid of the border war. All right. So by the end of this, in my faction, this is how... Where are all these dots? Get out of here. This is what this all is looking like. So Comintern, looking pretty good over here. Taking Italy was a nice little treat. We took 30 states for ourselves. There we go. Yeah. And we also control things like Denmark for easy access to the Allies. What's this? Oh. Germany owned some of Southeast Asia. I didn't even notice. Well, that's amusing. Okay, so we have access down over there now if I so desire. We look pretty strong, actually. We came out of that fairly well. The real question now is, do I get to go and kill people like Sweden, Iran, Afghanistan, and so on, and start pushing down to the south? Maybe even take out Turkey at some point. They're guaranteed at the moment, which I don't like, but still. And then we gotta figure out how we're gonna take out the rest of the Balkans. Now, unfortunately, the Allies control all of this. So, I don't see that doing me much good. What we could do, possibly, is try doing some propaganda in a few states. Like... No, not... no, I think we need to build a spy network down here first. Boost ideology, that's what I want to do. Yeah, we need to spy down to, like, let's say, Yugoslavia first. Don't we have something where we can make them submit to me? Now, I don't know if that's gonna work. It may not. But, like, if we can get, let's say, these guys to peacefully leave the Allies, I doubt it will work, but if it did, that'd be kind of cool. And then we can just go ahead and take over some more of the Balkans. I need to reorganize my entire military at this point, because the Allies are obviously the next primary threat, but I do want to start making some pushes to the east, and let's not forget that Japan is still a thing at war with the entirety of the Allies. That may actually be one of the reasons the Allies won't defend some of these folks. So this could be my opportunity to snag some more territory, and then we either can work with Japan, using the Reconcile Japan option over here, and actually try to get them to help me against the USA, which would be kind of fun, or we can say, screw it, let's just go and kill Japan. I'll take them as a puppet, and also make a lot of other folks in China like me. We've got options all of a sudden, but we came out of this easily ahead. The only thing that I feel like I'm really lacking right now is my light tanks. We lost so many light tanks the moment that I went on the assault, which surprises me, given that they have really good reliability. This should not have been such an issue, and yet somehow it was. So either we're getting to a point of the game finally where the enemy has so much natural heart attack and piercing that even these guys don't do me much good and we're just kind of costing ourselves a lot of industry for no reason. And if that's the case, it might be time to retire the armored recon, bring back cheap motorized recon, and say, screw it, let's take that industrial stuff and start making proper tanks. That could be the thing. At the same time, let's also keep in mind, I just lost a load of factories now that we've given up a load of this territory. So, like, we gotta reorganize significantly and figure out what the heck I want to do, but we have the advantage of nice, cheap, easy wars and a lot of nice, strong puppets that I'll be able to use, and we can start going for some land grabs, which won't cost me a lot, and all of a sudden, we're gonna be golden. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.